Welcome back everybody into another daily recap. It's been a while since I've done this, but I'm not out of the markets, don't worry about it. So I'm just having a look at today's price action, and as you can see, this was my analysis that I've done right before. This is after almost at New York, but these lines were done right before London Open, as always. And I was looking for a bounce of Bitcoin at this level or safe sells below 43,500, which was these lows. So this is the update that I did. I did this print right before New York Open. But as you can see, we were, of course, the buys were not there, and we were starting to see for a possible break and retest and continuation down on Bitcoin. This is gold, but let's jump and see on Bitcoin what actually happened. So as you can see, this one, New York and the next hour, not a lot of volume, but we saw a retest, not exactly of this level, but as you can see, of this price sensitivity area. Look how many candles here. We can also do like this. How many hourly candles reacted here? Wicks, candle bodies, wick, candle bodies. And this week at the New York, let me just, okay, fine. This is the hour after during New York when there's New York Stock Exchange opening, and look how perfect is the retracement and the retest of the level. From here at the candle close, we had around 90 pips of movement, and we can see that the price reacted not specifically at these candle bodies, but quite earlier at these wicks, at this PSA, creating a flat candle body support. And just in the last few minutes, in the last 40 minutes, we saw this very aggressive bullish price action, which is the main, of course, is the main bias of Bitcoin right now, is bullish. On the high time frame, we saw it here. We saw when we identified this price sensitivity area for possible move up, and it went for like 300 pips. And the bounce was not exactly, cannot always be this clean at this level again. But as you can see, after the retest of this level, which I failed to identify this sensitivity area from the morning. And as you can see, because I was here, this PSA could have been a nice intermediate area and gave us the nice break and retest for the sells. So what I mean is, instead of having this level only for the sells, break and retest of this one could have been a nice one as well. And let's just see on the 1 minute, the price action is very strong. As you can see, it gave a break and retest of exactly these previous highs, which were creating some PSA after failing multiple times to break below 42,750, and with a clean break and retest of 43 flat, with a clean break and retest of these previous highs, specifically at 43 to 50, 43 to 300, we can see the nice bullish run of 70, 80 pips or even more than 100. And this is actually very, very nice. As you can see, we had the retest of this level. And this nice, very nice and clean. So this one is the 100, yes. And the other is the 70. So we had high risk, high reward entries. And this is a much safer entry, but still very, very reasonable due to the clean break and retest of the last highs. So if we are in a downtrend, what we want to see to break this downtrend, of course not specifically with the trend lines, is technically what? The break of the previous lower high. So if we are making lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, we fail to make a new high, lower low, but instead we make a new higher high. This is the first confirmation. This is the first signal of, let me just this. That's why I don't really like only using the trend lines, because you never know where to put them. But there you go. This is more of a confirmation of visualization of the price movement. So if I want to do like this, tack, 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 tack. This is the first, and like this. No, okay. Can I give you a color? Okay. Okay. Anyway, if we just like this is the first signal of the break of the market structure, of a bearish market structure. So we can do like this. We can identify all these as very bearish. If this, this is the first signal, first alert that has to come to mind, as okay, we are failing to make a new lower low, and this is the first signal of the price making a new higher high. So this is lower high. Like this. Okie dokie. Lower low. Lower low. And lower low. Okay. Now what we see is fail to make new lower low. Okay. New higher high. And this is the first signal of the shift in market structure. So let me just delete now this, this, and save it. But also, if you look at the price action, it's exactly like this. Absolutely. Very nice indeed. And also, here, we are now having another signal of the same price action already going 20 plus. And let's do it like this. Okay. And see. Okie dokie. So this is what I really like to see on 30 pips on as well already. What I like to see on the price action. Look how it's going. Yeah, already 32 pips. And let's jump on gold. Gold. These during the morning this week was already there when I was planning of this price action. During London session, we never got a clean trend, but let's go and see during New York instead what happened. So we never got an actual harder retest of the level, but we made a sort of double bottom. Now I want you to go back to yellow at 1817,300, which is also a PPL 1817,500. As you can see, multiple retests, high time frame, double bottom, and price moving up. So this one was quite good. As you can see, we also got the retest of this level, which was expected. I was not expecting just price to go up to retest these previous highs and continue up. And it did for 60 pips. So what I saw this during New York was this. I was looking at it. I was looking at the price action, and I saw that the New York Open, which is on here, made a new lower week, but price failed to break below this huge recent price sensitivity area, which is exactly 1817.5. Is very, very clear, even on the lower time frame. I placed a buy stop over here. It never got activated for all this period, never got activated for like pips. Well, pip was not activated here, I guess. I cancelled here. When I saw this, I said, okay, this is not the price action. I'm risking that the price makes a top wick and then continues down like this, maybe stronger, grabs liquidity to go down again. I don't want to be faked out. What happens is that exactly the very next minute, the candle, very strong bullish, would have activated my buy limit, buy stop, and would have gone to very easily 28, 27 pips, taking partials, placing the stops at break even, and these would have gone to the full TP at 45 pips total, as you can see. 45. This was the price action. I was not on the chart anymore, and as you can see, even during New York Stock Exchange, the price went and retested exactly the same level, 1820, before making another break, retest. Look at this very candle, how strong and nice it is, this one, and this one. How strong it is, makes a lower wick and then closes very bullish above. This is a perfect signal of the price after this retest of price continuation up. And this is a very powerful buy signal. And as you can see, yes, it doesn't work at the very next candle, but with a very nice sell stop loss below these previous candles, you can get to your TP quite easily following the momentum. And as you can see, after that, price faced this strong resistance at 1828, but I mean, after already more than 80 pips. This was very, very good. And this is quite, I mean, I'm happy that I am able to see, I don't have the pressure to trade right now, but I'm happy that I can see this price action. I'm able to identify on my own that, okay, New York Open, I know that is here, makes very strong bearish candle, but gets immediately countered at this PSA, not at a random place, and the price after that is very strong, going bullish. And I know that it needs some liquidity, and when I saw this very candle, I was happy because I said, okay, look at how strong it is. But I don't know, this bearish candle quite, this is strong because was all the way bearish and it retraced all the way back up. And these very three candles kind of put me off, but what I mean, it was a very, very good trade idea and I'm proud of it, absolutely. And let's go on EurUsd. As you can see, we identified this wedge being created. I was expecting expecting a stronger break and retest of this level to continue down, but USD is not like gold, so it's not that easy. So this one was doing exactly pre-London. I was expecting this to go back, but as you can see, price went quite further, retested sort of the trend line and touching the previous PSA to continue then slowly bearish till 25 pips slash. But look how much messier it is. Very strong bearish, but of course it's a currency. It's not as volatile as gold as well. London still making, as you can see, still making slowly lower highs. So it's the same, sort of the same idea of the New York gold idea. Okay, we see this, we see that the price is staying, especially is staying above the previous PSA, multiple taps, and either you place a buy stop over here, but as I mean, if you are here, you place a buy stop here, it gets activated. I don't know how long. I mean, this range is not big. Yeah, 8 pips. You are well covered, and you get like 20 pips. Yeah, 19.8 pips. And when you see this double bottom here, you're happy because you know that is happening at the same PSA and you're having confirms of the price being bullish. After that, you see the retest of the trend line and sort of the PSA. On the left, yes, we have these PSAs. More, you can see, reacted at this one. As you can see on the dot, reacted here. And with that, started the pre-New York bearish move of like 30 pips. Not, I mean, is in the main bias. When the price is staying below, you can consider taking bearish entries. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I see why someone can enter sells here. It's just that the volume and the momentum is not that clear anymore. Here we have a very small break and retest, especially considering this, that this PSA gets, of course, translated later on. You could have an entry below here, but it's just 9 pips before facing this reaction. And this is New York open. After that, price, yes, is ranging in a very nice 20 pips range, but with no clear trend. You don't know where is the trend going, so not the cleanest one. Very, very nice. This is a nice, as you can see, price action analysis. Went 40 pips already above the level. So we take another screenshot, and this is the PSA, the price action analysis for today. There you go. See you guys next time.